I came from a place where we waited on the sunrise. A place comprised of a space where hope met grace. Connected by soul ties. We made funny out of unfortunate circumstances. Since money was hard to come by. Every once in a while blessings would run by. Mama sometimes would cry tears of joy. Oftentimes we would have to lie to get by. Sell about food stamps, camp out in front of the liquor stores, Rothschilds. Edom and Ishmael came in our communities and pimped us. Can I get a dollar, man? Turning us into liquor whores. They sold us wine and swine, while the church next door sold us white baby cheese.
It's an international award-winning poet. 2025 312 Music Awards Best Poet, 6-time National Poetry Award winner poet, a 4-time Spoken Word Magazine Award winner poet, 10 times and the 2024 Chicago Music Award winner. Best poet. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of poetry, Blaq Ice.
And the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
Look, y'all, man, I go by the name of Blaq Ice. From Chi-Town, from the Inglewood neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. One of the most memorable moments that I've had in my performance career has been in Wisconsin, right?
Come on. Hey.
Y'all remember Jacob Blaq, who was shot 7 times in the back? His uncle came out here to support me tonight. Justin Blaq. I want you to stand up. His family called me and said, Blaq Ice, I want you to come up here. I want you to do something at the rally. So when I say, get your knee off my neck, I need y'all to say, I can't breathe. Get your knee off my neck.
I can't breathe.
400 years of disrespect, inequality, and it's bothering me, but you ain't listening. The only time you seem to pay attention is when we're out there looting and breaking something. But you're too blind to see that this is live on TV, unscramble the line, straighten the antenna. Let's go back to 1619 Virginia, America. This is when we stepped off the slave ships and stepped on the auction block. Sold to the highest bidder like livestock. Since that moment, we've been playing on 2 separate fields to 2 different clocks, and you got the nerve to use your stopwatch.
Come on.
How am I ever going to catch up to you when you've had a 400-year head start? Back then, you made it unlawful for me to read, but now you try to make it unlawful for me to breathe. Get your knee off my neck.
I can't breathe. Come on.
Then in 1863, we thought that we were freed. But Galveston, Texas denied our freedom for 2 more years. This is why we celebrate Juneteenth, our Independence Day.
Okay.
But let's fast forward to May 31st, 1921. A mob of white men with guns and white sheets burned down over 21 square blocks and over 1,200 homes in what will later be known as Black Wall Street. And you wonder why the unemployment in my community is so high. It's because of that knee. Get your knee off my neck.
I can't breathe.
This is something that you tried so hard to avoid. But damn it, today we want justice from Emmett Till to Jacob Blaq to George Floyd. Get your knee off my neck.
I can't breathe.
That's that piece, y'all. I want to go in many different directions tonight,
But how many people have ever had their heart broken before y'all?
Somewhere between high and by, we met, we spoke, we touched, we kissed, we loved, we walked away. Against all odds, we came together. From two different worlds, we never thought that love bug would bite so hard until we caught that. And when I caught it, I lied to myself, so I fought it. Assessed the emotional stress and found that it just didn't match. So I got audited. Somewhere between high and by, we gave in to the lust of the flesh and skin. And it led us to be more than just friends. Okay. See, baby, you became the reason why my seasons changed. The easing of my aches and pains. The stimulant to my brain, the beautiful sound to my voice. Every time that I spoke your name. We both follow the rules and regulations of this love. Ice accepted a gift in you, and all I wanted in return was for you to accept all of me. Besides, you allowed me to see another side of me that was hidden. Although forbidden, you inspired me to write some things that I wrote that had never before been written. And you relieved my stress. You were my calm after the storm, my peace in the midst of confusion. See, baby, you came and made sense out of all this mess. Somewhere between high and by, you made me feel like Black Ice was never alone. Always made me feel wanted and offset all the complaining at home. And those tears you dropped for me, I tried my best to catch them. I never wanted to make you feel neglected, respected your feelings and your emotions. Your emotions. I tried my best to protect them, but we were past the point of no return. And that's when I learned how quick on this highway of love, how you can take a wrong turn. And now I'm concerned about your hurt. My conscience is telling me that I'm a part of the pain as a result of doing dirt. I'm thinking maybe I should just leave your ass alone. And maybe I should just work on building what I already have at home. Somewhere between high and by. Things ended up real serious when they all started out as fun. But see, baby, pulling away from you will prove to be much easier said than done. Because now you're agitated. And with every little disagreement, you act real aggravated. Because somewhere between high and by, we both created a love out of lies, and now I realize that life and love is only what you make it. In the beginning, I just wish we could have put this shit on disc and saved it. Somewhere between high and by, we met, we spoke, we touched, we kissed, we loved, we walked away. I remember a time that I wish that I could forget. Yet it's etched in my brain like stone. Sometimes I sit alone thinking, I wonder how many abortions have the women I slept with in my past had because of me. See, y'all, I just felt like tonight, and food for thought was the night for me to tell my story. But for years I kept it heating deep down inside of me. It's time for me to let it go now, y'all. I want to be free. I can't say that I know or recall of every one, but I remember the first. I was 15 years past birth, and I was in love with Pumpkin, a 14-year-old freshman from Simeon High School. Thought that I knew it all, thought that I was cool, but the Bible says, professing themselves wise, they became fools. So I began breaking rules, ditching school and cutting class, all in an attempt to get some, aspirations to become a rap star. Come on. See, your boy was well known to be cold with them bars, but my heart had me locked up, stuck in a standstill. Inspiration, I couldn't see past this girl. Tree, but she was like the center of my world, and everything revolved around her. Dasha, I had never felt like this before. I was even cool with the parents who, for me, kept an open door, but that was all before she was late. And now I ain't talking about for lunch. Boss man, I'm talking about no visitors this month. And now we both scared. Wondering what our parents think. They are the ones who really cared about us and our future. We literally ripped their dreams apart, and this can be mended with no suture, but we got to tell somebody. We didn't know what to do. We were only babies ourselves doing what grown folks do without a clue of the consequence. Until we have to deal with the consequence of sex with no protection, but it's too late for me to pull myself out of this one because now she's expecting. And I'm expecting her dad to kill me on sight. See, my father always taught me to do what's right, but now that I'm on center stage, somehow I've gotten stage fright. So we talked and she asked what was I thinking. And without even blinking, I said, baby, I'm not ready to be a father. And see, for her, this only made things harder, so she told her mom, who forced her to get an abortion. And along with my coercion, I can only imagine the pressure at 14 that she must have been under. I was too young to know the procedure. I didn't even care. Only wish that she would have made me be there. Maybe I needed it. See, things don't register the same unless you see it. I apologize. I'm sorry. I wish that I could go back, change, and rearrange things. If you only knew the consequences that choices and decisions bring. See, at the time, I was only 15. And I remember a time that I wish that I could forget. But yet it's etched in my brain like stones. Sometimes I sit alone thinking, I wonder, how many abortions have the women I slept with in my past had because of me? I just feel like tonight at Food for Thought was the night for me to tell my story. Because for years I kept it hidden deep down inside of me. It's time for me to let it go now, y'all. I want to be free.
You're free.
We cried. Turn me up a little bit. I love the hustle. Put your hands together like this. Now I need y'all to say I love the hustle right here. Here we go, y'all. I love the hustle. Y'all got that? Album 30. See what? I done came a long way. I think y'all got it right now. I think y'all sing it. I love the hustle. People always ask me, Blaq, why you grind so hard? I came from a hood where we had concrete yards. I came apart, rough with bruises and scars. Some call it the concrete jungle, where we got sacked a few times, even fumbled. But we survived with hope in our eyes, destined to reach the goal line. Born with the odds against us, the city drew lines, gerrymandered and fenced us. But coming from Inglewood, there ain't never been another generation like ours who bit and broke bars since us. I love to hustle, because it doesn't really matter who's more talented when you got the gift of the hustle. Can't nobody touch you. You're always gonna be on top. But being on top, cat, also means that somebody's coming for your spot. That's why I stay hot in a whole nother bracket. Keep reinventing myself. Same thing, don't miss it, a different package. Now, you ain't supposed to be alive today, but it's nothing but the grace of Almighty God while you still alive in here. Let me hear you say, I love the hustle. If you've been through the fire, but you come out and you don't even smell like smoke, let me hear y'all say, I love the hustle. The world's greatest spoken word entertainer, never losing, always proving them wrong. And I stay ahead because I'm headstrong. I've been blessed with this gift, so I'm using it. And if I wasn't doing this, I don't know what I would be doing. Back in the day, I went from dead broke to selling coach. Rain, sleet, or snow. Every day on the 9, I had it sold up from David to low. Didn't really matter whether you were stone or folks. See, they knew Blaq, and they had a major respect for a new jack, because they knew that a cat like me would take this struggle and use it in his hustle. I'm always on grind mode. Look at here, I can do this in my sleep with my eyes closed. No blindfold, sight unseen. I walk in faith, I stay bold. Ain't no progress without struggle. We move in the line of scrimmage, offense, no huddle. This here be the phoenix, rising beneath the rubble. I love the hustle. Put those hands together, y'all. If you didn't think you was gonna get out of that bad relationship, but you hear the greatest smile and talk about it in your sleep. If you ever had to call up mama and say, Mama,
time. Thank y'all so much. Listen. Thank y'all.
It's a rare moment. But I don't want to get up on the stage behind somebody. They said, do y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Yes, man. Cause I know y'all just heard that.
I am poet.
Somebody just give it up for that shit one more time. What? My tip might be looking empty, but his cash app better not. His cash app better not be looking empty. Cause that was magic. That was magic.
Let me say real quick. IamPoet.org. You can check that out. Check out all about the Poet organization.
We are open for membership.
Look around.
Who are we?
No, really, look around. For real. There's this elevator, right? It's full of people. Some family, some friends, some strangers. But you're all in the basement. See, the basement represents that brand new idea that was blessed to be manifested in your mind. But by the time you share your idea with the 10 people standing in the elevator next to you, some of them get the hell off before the door even closes. Sorta like those so-called friends, the ones who you thought would be there through thick and thin down to the end. Didn't even make it to the first floor. The door closes. The elevator rises. Much to your surprise, you're making progress. The bell rings. You're at the first floor. The door opens and guess what happens next? Those childhood friends, well, they got goals of their own. Time for you to be strong, cause you're gonna lose some of these friends during this ride and feel alone. But as they walk out, a few more friends walk in. You started off with 10, and now you're down to 8. And one of the new friends who just walked in pressed floor 2. So you know what that means. The next time the elevator door opens, they'll be going too. But before they left, they introduced you to one of their friends, who became your friend. Then y'all became close like kin. The door opens at floor 2. You lose a few, but one man walks in, and he becomes your boyfriend. And now we're down to 7. Now only 4 out of the 7 are the original occupants that you begin with. In all, there are 2 strangers, 1 cousin, 1 friend, your mom, 1 new friend, and a boyfriend. Now the elevator passes floor 3. Seems like life is finally looking up. But just as soon as you get comfortable, you're at the 4th floor, and the door opens up. You're staring death right in the face.